pointer thing. Okay, great. So Leslie Wilson, St. Mary's College graduate, Notre Dame Business School before it had a surname, before it was the Mendoza School. And I'm excited to be back on campus, although I come back quite often, to talk about refugee and newcomer housing. I am, oh, well, that didn't work. Because I have it upside down. All right, there we go. So here's a thought expressed many in different books of the Bible. So this is where I'm coming from. And where the project I work on, Refugee Housing Solutions, which is a project of Church World Service, which is one of the 10 national organizations connected directly to our State Department, Bureau for Refugees, Population, and Migration, to welcome official refugees. And that does not include anybody at the southern border. So it's a whole different group of people. But Mark's right. Right now, 108 million plus people on the move, displaced forcibly from their homes. So 1 in every 113 people on the planet is an asylum seeker, which is a right in international law, internally displaced in their own countries, or a refugee. A little background. United States, Mark mentioned Venezuelans, but Cubans, Haitians, and Nicaraguans are in the same category of being granted humanitarian parole here. We all know about Uniting for Ukraine, and I came into this business because I lived in Afghanistan for 6 years, and when Afghanistan fell apart in the summer of 2021, I said to Church World Service, I'd like to be a part of the team that welcomes. In addition, many women and children, primarily trafficking victims, have something called temporary protected status. There's another whole group of tens of thousands of people. And then the people who come through the regular United States Refugee Admission Program. They get processed overseas and they come here through USRAP. Some quick facts, and I don't need to read these all, but in addition to all these people, and this would include a lot of the people Mark talked about coming across the southern border, 11.5 million undocumented people in this country. Many of them here to work at the request or at the need of American employers, especially in California, harvesting crops, what have you. Many, many unaccompanied children coming across the border well before the situation that's currently evolving, who end up in the care of the Office of Refugee Resettlement. There's good news there because they get moved rather quickly into familial or foster care. As mentioned, the 80,000 plus Afghans and more are coming. The 161,000 Ukrainians with 50,000 more approved in the pipeline. And then the USRAP people who are, many will be surprised, Afghans, not so much, Burmese, Congolese, and Syrian. So a wide variety of people coming to the country. And what did I just do? There we go. All right. Affordable housing crisis in the middle of this all. Here we are. It's a mess, all right? We all know, for Americans. For refugees and newcomers, landlords don't actually know who they are. And it's clear we don't entirely know who everyone is. And so that's a barrier. Many of these families are very large. Another barrier to rental housing. And many of them arrive on very short notice just because of the realities in the world. So, Refugee Housing Solutions, my team, we're a dozen people networked around the country. We all work for Church World Service, but we're everywhere. We're employed by Church World Service, but we work for the 10 national resettlement agencies, which includes Church World Service, U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, the International Rescue Committee, and 7 others. 7 of the 10 happen to be faith-based organizations. Here's our mission: increasing access to safe, dignified is the word I focus on, affordable housing. We're here at Notre Dame. It's beautiful. It's brilliantly well maintained. It's astounding how fabulous this place is, how inspirational it is. But we need to, share that grace, share that good with everyone who's coming. Our team, we facilitate dialogue, federal, state, local government partners. We collaborate with everybody and anyone who's interested in thinking about the issue of refugee housing. We align our partners nationwide. That's actually a key function. We support housing needs to the extent that we provide technical assistance. And that's a big part of what we do. We produce a lot of educational materials, toolkits, fact sheets, what have you, to work with all the resettlement agencies around the country. So we've been around, we just started our 3rd year. We're funded by the State Department and, as I said, the Office of Refugee Resettlement. we have these foci, I always want to say, here, always working to engage more mission-informed faith partners across all food groups, as I call them, and then, of course, leveraging higher education. Notre Dame happens to be part of every campus a refuge, which is a campus-based network of people looking to welcome refugees, so we have that connection as well. So, a couple of success stories. Mark mentioned the Cabrini Center. When the Afghans came, it had been a convent, and then it was a nursing home, and then it housed 100+ Afghan humanitarian parolees is their technical title, and that was during the early days of Operation Allies Welcome. Tulsa, Oklahoma is an amazing city for welcoming refugees in a lot of different ways, including South Tulsa Baptist Church was a bit of a tongue twister. They created a nonprofit, Rising Village Foundation. There was a Methodist retirement community that wanted to expand. They owned some property with 12 houses. They were going to tear them down, and South Tulsa Baptist Church pastor said, no, don't do that. Long story short, 12 Afghan families living there still to this day. Yes, in God's backyard. Someone on Sunday mentioned this movement, of course, as the counter to not in my backyard. This is one small project of LEAP housing, and there was land. It was vacant for 100 years. It was owned by the Collister United Methodist Church. They gave a 50-year lease for $1, and these small houses are coming up. Well, they're not so small. 4-bedroom, 2-bath. And in this particular project, refugees are not the primary recipient of housing, but they're in the mix. And then, Shana's in the room, Sisters of St. Joseph. The sisters are stepping up everywhere. A convent already transitioned for 12 single men and 36 more units to come in another. So here we are. If we increase housing and get innovative and creative about it, we have more possibilities to welcome the refugee as if they were native born. Finally, if you can't think of a building that you want to transition into refugee housing, but you have some cash in your endowment or from a donor that you're sitting on into anticipation, launch Capital Partners, who Mark knows. These guys are amazing. They're out of Louisville, Kentucky. They are primarily about affordable refugee housing, dignified affordable housing, and they would be happy to take some of your money and invest it. I'm on a mission to get Notre Dame and St. Mary's to put some of their endowment with launch, and I'm their chief proselytizer, so thank you.